What's up, soil brothers and soil sisters? Today, we're going to start preparing to winterize some of our more sensitive tropical plants. Okay, our method for doing this may not be what you would like to do, but this is what we're going to do, and we're going to see how it works. And hopefully, it can be something that we do every year to make sure our plants make it in to the next season. Okay, what we got here is 1/4 metal piping. We got 1.5 inch PVC pipe. Some of the tools so far that we're going to be using is measuring tape. I got an angle grinder with a metal cutting blade on it. Any tool that can cut metal will suffice, but this is my tool of choice. Use it for almost anything, everything. Also, a pretty hefty hammer. Okay. I also got a sludge hammer if this don't work. All right. So what we're gonna do first? My metal piping is 10 foot long. I want 5 foot sections. So basically, all I'm gonna do, they all wrap together so they're relatively even. I'm gonna put my measuring tape down. I'm gonna get 5 foot. All right, so give or take an inch. All right. What I'm gonna attempt to do is cut all of these almost at the same time. It may not work. Never tried it before, but we're gonna try it today. I'm tell y'all, everybody, make sure you take all the safety precautions possible. Make sure you have gloves, uh, safety eyewear, anything else you may need to make sure you do this safely. All right. So what do you know? I bought 10 pipes all together. I was able to cut all 10 into 5 foot sections, all at the same time. Very quick, very easy. So all y'all might say, what the hell is he doing? Well, we're going to attempt to make mini greenhouses for some of our in-ground plants that will be out in the weather that are fully tropical plants, and we want to make sure that they can actually make it through the winter. We're gonna also place some of our potted plants that's a little sensitive inside of the makeshift greenhouse. All right, our greenhouses will be able to be taken down and put back up at any given time, depending on the weather, and hopefully strong enough to withstand any kind of weather that comes about. But y'all gonna be going through this journey with us because this will be the first time that we have actually done this. Generally, our winters are not as bad. So while some of our plants are getting knocked down, they come back. Last winter was a little rough. So we want to make sure we don't go through that again. Or at least do everything we can to make sure we don't go through that again. So we can't guarantee you because Mother Nature is her own thing, you know. She's a bad, you know. So y'all see my wife over there working hard? She probably talking to y'all now. But on to the next step. What I'm gonna try to do with most of these is get me a little angle so that the pipe will go down into the ground a little easier. So right now they all flat. So one by one, I'm gonna try to put an angle cut on one end of each one of these pipes. That may take a little bit of time. I'm probably not gonna let y'all go through all that with me, but I'll let you see exactly what I'm trying to do. And then I'll bring you back when I go to my next step. Now, if you have workhorses or equipment like that that will make the job easier, this will be a lot better. But I'm making do with what I got. You do the same. Okay. I think that could be done a little bit better than that, but this is the idea. So when I decide to go into the ground, I have a point instead of just a flat end. So it'll make it a little easier to bam down into the ground. These are gonna be my anchors. This is gonna hold my greenhouse up. So I want to make sure it get down in the ground deep enough to where it don't fall. So I'm gonna continue on with the rest of it. All right, guys, we got 10 foot poles that I cut in half. Now they're 5 foot. I shaved the edges off. So when I put them in the ground, they should go into the ground a lot easier. All right, so now it is on to the next step. All right, guys, our next step is a two-person job. What we're gonna do is get 2 metal pipes, 1 1/4 inch. And our 1.5 inch PVC pipe. We're gonna insert the side that is not cut into the PVC pipe, and we're gonna come over the plant that we're planning on covering. All right. So our goal is to get it. Let's say that's probably gonna be. You need to go a little wider, maybe.
Maybe.
So we can put something up underneath
Yeah.
it. Okay. So with this, we know if we actually put it just like this here, we have enough to cover the plant and to actually put something else underneath it. So our goal would be to put 4 poles down with 2 PVC pipes going across to make our makeshift greenhouse. Okay. On to the next step.
Huh?
Put yours down.
I did.
Because what I want to do, pull yours out of the pipe. I want to make sure there's room for growth. Make sure if the plant is bigger, I want to be able to still use the same
Mine
pole.
can go up a lot more because I'm down like a weed person. So about there.
All right, guys. Once we get the poles where we want them, you want to mark the area where you going to insert the poles into the ground. Okay, this is one of our small mango trees, Nam Doc. And we want to make sure Nam Doc is good through the winter. So we're gonna make sure she's protected. Okay. So on to the next step. You gonna have my baby? Now, right. So we're gonna go and put this one up so we can know how to do the rest. First, you're going to bend the post. Then put it down in it. There we go. All right. So far, so good. All right, guys. We want to repeat this process. So what we're gonna do is insert the poles into the ends, the part that's not cut. And the same thing. Did that stay? Go ahead and try and get a couple of pine cones. Just go ahead and put it down. It won't stay down on the ground.
This.
Yeah. Just sit it there and just go and get us a couple more pine cones. These are our markers today. One for you.
I got one.
All right. Hold on to it. Okay. Find our location. Mark it.
Do I need to come in so you can go out because of this branch?
Uh,
Okay.
simply repeat the process. Okay, that's my way.
Yo.
All right. Now that we have both poles down, we're gonna again insert the 1.5 inch PVC pipe into the 1/4 inch metal pipe. Got it there?
Got it. Need to come down some.
Huh?
So don't be so, so it can, don't need to come down so it can go over.
Looks good. Want it to be tight. Want it to be sturdy.
Maybe I can put zip tie there.
And basically, guys, this is how we gonna actually winterize our more tropical plants for the winter. Okay. We entertaining the idea of Christmas lights or some kind of system to add heat to the structure, but during the heat of the day, we'll have it where the top can come off. What we're gonna be using for that, we have greenhouse uh, wrap. So it's a clear plastic that's greenhouse material that we will be covering each one of these structures with. Like I say, I will put some of my more tropical plants in here with mango, the ones that's in pots, and the ones that usually I don't have an issue with, I'm not gonna worry about. But like I said, we're gonna do our best to make sure this works. When there's a will, there's a way. So, this is our way this year. If it don't do what we need it to do, next year we will do something different. But, you got to start somewhere. This is a challenge. We love the challenge. We love our fruit. So therefore, we're going to work to keep them. We're going to work to get them. So if y'all have some ideas, I definitely want to see y'all's too. If it works for y'all, maybe it'll work for me. What I do may work for me, and it may work for you. It may not. But never know until you try. All right. So right now, we don't have anybody to uh, go off of in our area to tell us how to best do this. So we are going to be the ones that's going to experiment, spend the money, spend the time, the effort to get it done. What you doing, Shorty?
I want to zip tie this.
Put two together. So what she's doing is she getting some zip ties. She's gonna put it in the center of our little arch,
Greenhouse.
a greenhouse
No.
arch, and hopefully this is gonna actually hold that centerpiece together. I'm pretty confident that it will stay together, but why not do everything you can to make sure it happens? So, like I say, this is experimental for us this year. We have a porch that we were planning on greenhousing, so we're not gonna do that this year, but we're gonna try to do it like this and see if that'll work. All right, soil fam. This is what our greenhouse is gonna look like. Okay. So far, we got a total of 4 of them. We're not in danger of having any issues yet, so therefore we haven't covered it with the greenhouse plastic. But when the time comes, we'll be ready. Just have to cut. It comes on a large roll. We just have to cut it to size and cover our arches. Um, Total of 1, 2, 3, 4 so far, and we need some more material. So I'm gonna probably make at least 2 more for some of the, I don't know, the more sensitive tropical fruit. Of course, this is about 15 of our 20 something dragon fruit that's in pots that we gonna overwinter. All right, guys, this is the material I'm using for my greenhouse structure. All right, it is 20 by 100, so guesstimating 20 by 20 will give me 5 structures that I should be able to cover. Okay.
You ran over this
It
with a
comes in
spoon?
a large
Oh,
roll, and just roll it out the sides, measure it out, and cover my first structure. All right, guys, here's a rough estimate of what the finished product will look like. Okay, of course I will have it buttoned down so it'll be a little bit tighter on the structure, but overall this is what we're gonna look like. What I did is put a split on one side of the structure, so I'm able to open it up and allow air to the plant inside. Okay, and believe me, guys, this thing is holding some serious heat. So you can see I got a couple of my potted plants inside. I got my sugar apples, soursop, custard apple in there. Uh, so, I'm hoping that they do well and make it through the winter without a problem. And next year, get bigger and better. All right. I'm also put some potted plants in some of my other structures that I got, and we're gonna see what it do. And like I said, maybe this will be a practice that we can do every year that will work in our area to keep fruit flowing, and it may work for you in your area. All right, so let's see what happens, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Let's grow.